Let's go to Gilbert because we still have a few more to.
Gilbert, we might get through all the topics today.
Yeah, come on now.
Let's go, baby.
So Gilbert Arenas. In fact, yeah, we can just play this.
Gilbert Arenas looks so gay, bro. He look like he does not like women.
Yeah, let's play this.
Alvin, former NBA star Gilbert Arenas has been arrested and is now facing federal charges for allegedly running an illegal gambling ring out of his San Fernando Valley home.
Arenas, along with several others, were arrested today. One of them, a suspected high-level member of an Israeli organized crime group. Arenas has already made his first court appearance, facing a judge this afternoon in downtown L.A. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade live in Encino with more. Mary Beth.
Yeah, and Mike and Sherry, as the hours wear on, I'm getting to read these court documents a little bit further. And so it appears that the illegal gaming up here at this Encino mansion began back in September 2021 and then came to a screeching halt the night of July 19, 2022. That's when the feds raided this Encino mansion. And at the time, there were 26 high-stakes poker players inside, as well as a lot of staff that were made up of young women, chefs, valets, and security guards.
You're asking me, I'm telling you.
Former NBA All-Star turned podcaster Gilbert Arenas was allegedly running illegal high-stakes poker games out of his Encino mansion. Arenas, who the feds dubbed Agent Zero, and 7 others, including a suspected Israeli international crime boss and a West Hollywood lawyer, have been charged in a federal indictment. The former Washington Wizards player is accused of renting out his Encino mansion on Gable Drive for the illegal games, which were allegedly hosted by his co-conspirators. According to court documents, Arenas texted one of his co-conspirators this picture of a poker table in connection to the games, which allegedly took place from September 2021 to July 2022. A neighbor recalls seeing unusual activity and scantily clad women during that time frame.
Well, just mostly people coming out at all hours of the night. Usually I'd see women, though, coming out. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning and taking off with whomever in a car down the street.
Bitch, you live in Encino, they do porn out there.
Yevgeny Gershman is accused of hiring young women who...
Yo, and that's also an aspect that a lot of people kind of ignored. Like the women was given massages and offering companionship, and then Gilbert was also getting attacks.
So tight.
Off of that.
Dude, yes, it is illegal to be a freak.
Right? Companionship.
Let me explain something to y'all.
It feels like selling pussy, to be honest.
But fuck that Washington Wizards shit. No disrespect to them, but that fool used to play for the Warriors. And when he was up there in the Bay, he soaked up some game because he doing some straight Oakland out there in the Valle, he in Encino, running it up. That old ass tripping that a black man getting money off of gambling and scantily clad women.
But that's a little different, though.
Her neighbors were doing corn for decades. That's the San Fernando Valley. Encino, all of her neighbors, there's money shots left and right. Hella come shots. And you wasn't tripping because it was white people doing it. But now you got a hooper over there and you mad with your old ass.
You know what I think it is, though, too, though?
Okay.
I think it was the massaging.
No, it's not that, bro.
How does she know about massaging?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think about her. I think about it's the feds.
Nah, bro.
They
happy ending shit.
Nah, bro. No, bro.
Man, they're in the valley. There's happy endings all through that.
No, bro, listen, bro. It was too hot. Okay, for example, right? Now, I'm saying this. Gilbert got some type of plausible deniability because he never engaged in the gambling himself. But here's the thing. He directed somebody to set it up with those dudes where they had high-stakes poker in his mansion. They paid him rent and a portions of the earnings every night. Now, they had it too hot, bro. Again, bro, they had valet out front. They had like armed security out front.
Niggas having a party. They was having
girls coming in and out. But also, too, though, this here speaks towards a larger issue with black men, or I should say. Yo, it's this hustle mindset have, right? Where, bro, a rapper can sign a $5 million deal, and the next day they'll try to put $1 million back in the streets to flip it. Bro, you already up, homie.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But your podcast makes $20 million per year. You probably about to sign a huge podcast deal. You are an ESPN host. You got your NBA earnings still. You got a retirement fund.
Nah, facts.
You don't know his finances.
Facts.
Bro,
You don't know his overhead.
and he told us that he makes $20 million a year.
That's a lot of money.
Just off of his podcast, plus the NBA retirement is still there.
Gil
So I'm
said
saying, yeah.
All right, he
On-
tripping,
on-
man. What the fuck?
Nah, but you
yeah,
guys, what
on-
you got?
on
What
Vice
I
TV.
think we're missing. I think Gilbert's, from what I read, Gilbert is saying when that stuff was happening, he didn't live there. He said he rented that house from somebody, and they were doing that stuff before he moved in. So now he's getting caught up in the.
Well, he
cases.
lied though, right?
That's
the
plausible
feds.
Why you saying
deniability.
buddy
Hey,
lied?
hold on.
How do we
That
know
is
he lied?
plausible
No, because the feds.
deniability.
No, wait.
He just said that today. Well, yesterday.
Wait, if you read the indictment, the feds said no. Gilbert instructed one of his homies to find people who wants to do high stake poker in there, and then Gilbert got a percentage and a cut of the high stake poker game. So it's not like, hey, bro.
That could be someone snitching or like trying to play.
The Fed said a lot of stuff about
Contrary to that, though, Gilbert got out today.
Yes, and
but you got.
But listen, they showed Gilbert face. Did they show anybody else that was gambling,
No.
especially the Israeli dude?
Monster?
Yeah. I mean, because was he the one that was fostering the whole the program?
His homie was, and then
allegedly.
Yeah, first off, bro, you got to be a brave and a bold Negro to get in business with 5 Israeli mobsters.
Why?
Bro, you have to.
You are a brave
Bro,
Negro
you gotta,
for that, my
if
nigga.
you're doing history searches and shit, like, it's like, oh my God.
trained jiu-jitsu
I know,
with a bunch of Israeli
you got to be
mobsters.
knee deep in this, though.
Bro,
you can't half-step this.
To be
Listen,
honest,
I trained
they don't
jiu-jitsu
even
with a bunch of
do
Israeli
it.
mobsters and Armenian mobsters.
We're all great people.
They're cool.
We love everybody. But I'm saying is, with that type of mob business,
man,
you
they
got to
call
be
him a transnational
both feet
mobster.
in. You can't have one foot out.
But I believe it's what Gilbert says it is, especially because he came down the steps dancing and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting all this publicity, but I believe Gilbert rented the house after the fact, and we're past the point where we can
poker
say,
table said
hold on,
arenas.
hold on, that doesn't mean anything.
all
It's illegal to play poker now? It's illegal to play poker now?
Hold on, what, Brandon? That was out. Hold on, Brandon.
Listen,
What state
know
was
this-
He
it?
said that don't mean nothing.
I rented out the home.
state?
I had nothing to do with the poker, but the poker tables had
And
arenas.
they got my name on them, too.
My grandfather.
It was some nice
Listen,
poker tables.
My grandfather used to play poker every weekend with his friends. They had chips and all that. No money was exchanged, bro. People play poker. This is what I'm
That's
telling
because
you.
your granddaddy lost.
But this is what I'm listen. This is what
Oh,
I'm.
no, don't do that.
No, it's fine. This is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We're past the point in day and age where we could say, "Oh, the feds is saying this." The feds are being proven. Their percentage of wins is going down exponentially because they done lost a gang of cases. I believe what Gilbert said is the case. Whoever he rented the house out from was doing something. They probably rented the house out because they knew the heat was coming down for what they were doing before, and he got caught up in the wash. I'll give a personal example. There's
Well,
this
hold on,
kid.
did that explain his name being on the poker
yeah,
table?
he
He
got to
could
know
play
to some
poker.
degree.
He could be playing poker every day.
But though he rented out the house and he had nothing to do with it.
If he rented out the house,
Listen,
he can't control.
we're
what's
gonna stick
going
to the
on in
story. He
everyone's
ain't got
life.
nothing to do with it.
So then why was they playing high stake poker? Again, bro, these people were peculiar, but they had like a chip person, but they had valet, but they had employees. They had
Scantily clad women.
had an entire
Giving massages
gambling
with happy
organization
They're
endings.
going
basketball
on.
players.
And Gilbert Arenas just somehow had the poker tables that niggas used to play high stake poker on in his name.
So you really think that people who were engaged in illegal gambling are about to go testify in federal court against Gilbert Arenas? If he rented it out and they did that, he's not responsible for
Well,
that.
there's co-defendants though. Like, yeah.
So
You gotta cash in chips soon.
Yeah, eventually.
We gotta
unless
you
it's
gotta think
cash.
about that. You gotta.
Unless it's cash.
That's true.
They're not
Bro,
going to be
he
able
got
to
a
do any of this.
tattoo on the girl selling companionship. So this nigga
See,
was
now
involved
now you exaggerating. It was it said massages.
was
It
about
said massages.
Gilbert was out there.
I will show you right now. They said no. Again, they said what? Massages, they serve drinks, and they offer companionship.
Is it illegal to sell companionship?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
hell
illegal to sell
no.
sex.
Well,
I mean,
It's illegal to sell
if
sex.
you're looking at companionship, I'm thinking
Well,
about.
that's the assumption, right?
That's what we're
Yeah.
assuming. But what I'm telling you is,
Yeah.
if you say he paid me to be his companion, literally that's why they word it like that.
But why was
there's
Gilbert getting attached, though?
legal implications?
Can I just like pay you to represent me when I get caught up instead of a lawyer? Like, what the dude? Like,
Man,
we live in a nation of laws for a reason.
You're like,
Hey, man,
Gilbert is not doing no time over this. This
Gilbert
is a not
is good,
guilty.
man. Gilbert is
This is a not
innocent.
guilty.
no, I'm all for Gilbert being innocent and like beating this case.
I'm
Nick Young
he's
said.
guilty as fuck.
Yeah, but like obviously,
He
bro,
guilty.
like,
Think of the table said your name.
come on,
But he
dude.
innocent. He innocent.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man.
Show that.